The United States just lost $30 billion. Not in the stock market, not in a war, in tourists. People are literally choosing to vacation anywhere but America. And the countries filling that void? Some of them might surprise you. We're counting down 15 destinations the world is flocking to instead of the US. And by the end of this video, you might be booking a flight to one of them. Here's what's happening. Global tourism just hit a record, 1.52 billion international travelers in 2025. That's a 4% jump from the year before. But while the rest of the world celebrated, the US saw a 6% drop in foreign visitors. Canadians alone pulled back by 22%, costing the American economy $4.5 billion. Europeans are rerouting. Asians are looking elsewhere. And the countries picking up those travelers? They're thriving. So let's take a trip around the world and count down 15 countries that are winning the vacation war. Number 15, Aruba. We're kicking things off in the Caribbean with a place that sits outside the hurricane belt. While a lot of Caribbean islands play roulette with storm season, Aruba barely gets rain. That alone makes it a no-brainer for travelers looking for a guaranteed sunny getaway. But here's what most people don't realize. Aruba isn't just beaches. Drive 20 minutes inland and you're hiking through desert landscapes and limestone formations in Aracoc National Park. It looks like Arizona dropped into the Caribbean. Eagle Beach consistently ranks as one of the top beaches in the world, and the island saw a 2.1% increase in visitor arrivals in 2025. The average daily cost for a traveler runs about $150 to $200 depending on your style. That's a fraction of what you'd spend at most US resort towns. And with direct flights from major US cities running about 4 to 5 hours, it's practically next door. Number 14, Iceland. From one of the warmest spots on our list to one of the coolest, literally. Iceland posted double-digit tourism growth in 2025, and it's not hard to see why. This is a country where you can stand between two tectonic plates, soak in a geothermal hot spring with a view of snow-capped mountains, and chase the northern lights, all in the same day. Reykjavik has become one of the trendiest cities in Europe, and the Blue Lagoon is basically a bucket list requirement at this point. What's driving the surge? Iceland positioned itself as the anti-tourist trap. There are no giant resorts, no cruise ship chaos. It's raw, natural beauty. Volcanoes, glaciers, waterfalls, and black sand beaches. The Golden Circle route alone is one of the most scenic drives on Earth. Flight time from the East Coast? About 5 hours. That's shorter than flying to California. Number 13, Morocco. Now let's cross into Africa, because Morocco just had one of the biggest tourism years on the continent. Nearly 20 million foreign tourists visited in 2025, making it the clear leader in African tourism. And when you visit, you'll understand why. Marrakesh alone is an experience. The souks, the spice markets, the call to prayer echoing through ancient Medinas, it's sensory overload in the best possible way. Then you've got the Sahara Desert, where you can ride a camel at sunset and sleep under more stars than you thought existed. Chefchaouen, the famous blue city, has become one of the most photographed places on Instagram. And the food? Tagine, couscous, fresh mint tea, Moroccan cuisine is world-class and ridiculously affordable. We're talking full meals for under $5. Africa as a whole outperformed every other region in tourism growth in 2025 with an 8% increase. Number 12, New Zealand. If you want the kind of scenery that makes you question whether you're still on planet Earth, book a flight to New Zealand. This country has everything: mountains, fjords, rainforests, volcanoes, glaciers, beaches, and rolling green hills that look straight out of a fantasy movie, because they literally are. Queenstown is the adventure capital of the world. Bungee jumping, skydiving, jet boating, heli skiing. If it gets your adrenaline pumping, they've got it. But New Zealand isn't just for thrill seekers. Milford Sound is one of the most peaceful places you'll ever visit. Hobbiton is still there for the Lord of the Rings fans. And Maori cultural experiences give you a connection to Indigenous tradition that's unlike anything else. New Zealand has been aggressively marketing to travellers from Asia and Europe, and it's working. The vibe here is laid back, welcoming, and spectacularly beautiful. Number 11. Fiji. Now we're heading to the South Pacific for a destination that just hit a major milestone. Fiji welcomed 986,367 visitors in 2025, a new all-time record. In July alone, Fiji set a single-month record with over 99,000 arrivals. This country is on fire right now, in the best possible way. Fiji is made up of over 330 islands, and the beauty here is almost unfair. We're talking turquoise lagoons, pristine coral reefs, and some of the most stunning sunsets you'll ever witness. But Fiji isn't just a beach destination. The culture runs deep. The traditional kava welcome ceremony is something every traveller should experience. The locals greet you with a warm bula, and they genuinely mean it. Snorkeling and diving here are world-class. The Great Astrolabe Reef is one of the largest barrier reefs on the planet. And for the adventurous types, you can jet boat through highland rivers, hike to hidden waterfalls, or island hop by seaplane. Budget-wise, a mid-range week in Fiji runs about $2,500 to $4,000 per person, including flights. That might sound steep, but once you're there, local food and activities are very affordable. Number 10. St. Lucia. Back to the Caribbean, and this one is for the romantics. St. Lucia just ranked as the #1 Caribbean destination by US News for 2026, and it welcomed over 37,000 stay-over visitors in January alone, a 4% jump year over year. The Pitons, those two iconic volcanic peaks rising straight out of the sea, are one of the most recognizable landmarks in the entire Caribbean. Between them, you'll find volcanic mud baths, sulfur springs, and some of the most luxurious resorts in the region. But St. Lucia isn't just a honeymoon island. The Friday night jump-up street party in Gros Islet is legendary. The rainforest hikes are world-class. And the local Creole cuisine, fresh-caught fish, green fig and saltfish, cocoa tea, will change how you think about Caribbean food. It's intimate, it's stunning, and it hasn't been overrun by mega resorts. All right, before we hit the top 9, let's test your travel knowledge. Quick quiz. Which country welcomed nearly 20 million foreign tourists in 2025, making it the most visited country in Africa? Swipe over past comments to the quiz tab. Your answer goes there. Go! We'll reveal the answer at the end of the video, so stick around. Number 9. Greece. Europe is pulling in 793 million tourists a year now, and Greece is one of the biggest reasons why. Arrivals here increased in 2025, while the US was losing visitors left and right. Santorini and Mykonos get all the Instagram love, and honestly, they deserve it. Those whitewashed buildings against the deep blue Aegean Sea, it hits different in person. But Greece has over 6,000 islands, and most tourists only visit a handful. Crete, Naxos, Milos, Corfu. Each one has its own personality. Then there's the history. Athens has been continuously inhabited for over 3,400 years. The Acropolis, the Parthenon, Delphi, you're literally walking through the birthplace of Western civilization. And the food, fresh olives, feta, grilled octopus, moussaka, Greek cuisine is a reason to visit all by itself. Budget-wise, Greece is still one of the more affordable European destinations. You can eat like royalty for $15 a meal on most islands. Number 8. Thailand. Thailand has been welcoming travelers for decades, and it's still one of the best value destinations on the planet. Asia-Pacific tourism grew 6% in 2025, and Thailand is one of the engines driving that growth. Bangkok is organized chaos in the best way. Floating markets, golden temples, street food that'll cost you $2 and change your life. Then you've got the islands, Phuket, Koh Samui, Koh Phi, where the beaches look like screensavers. But the real Thailand is up north. Chiang Mai is where you go for night markets, temple hopping, and some of the best Thai cooking classes in the world. The culture here is warm, welcoming, and deeply respectful. The famous Thai hospitality isn't a marketing gimmick, it's real. And let's talk budget. Thailand is the place where $50 a day gets you a comfortable hotel, 3 incredible meals, and a full day of activities. That same $50 wouldn't even cover a nice dinner in most US cities. Number 7. Mexico. Mexico isn't just benefiting from the US tourism decline, it's capitalizing on it. Tourism arrivals jumped 6% in 2025, and Canadians who used to fly to Florida are now flying over the US to land in Cancun and Mexico City. Mexico City alone has become one of the hottest food destinations in the world. We're talking Michelin-starred restaurants next to $1 taco stands that are just as good. The art, the architecture, the history, it rivals any European capital. Then there's the Riviera Maya, Oaxaca's incredible cuisine and mezcal culture, the colonial charm of San Miguel de Allende, and of course, those Caribbean beaches on the Yucatan Peninsula. Mexico has it all, and it's right next door. Number 6. Portugal. Portugal has quietly become one of the most popular destinations in Europe, and once you visit, you'll know why. Lisbon is like a time machine with better coffee, cobblestone hills, historic tramcars, pastel-colored buildings, and pastéis de nata on every corner. Porto is the underrated sibling, stunning riverfront views, world-famous port wine cellars, and a food scene that punches way above its weight. The Algarve coast in the south has some of the most dramatic sea cliffs and hidden beaches in all of Europe. What sets Portugal apart? Value. Compared to France or the UK, Portugal is significantly more affordable. A beautiful Airbnb in Lisbon, incredible local wine for $5 a bottle, meals for under $15. Your money goes far here. Europe welcomed 793 million tourists in 2025, and Portugal is one of the destinations benefiting most from travelers rerouting away from the US. If you're enjoying this countdown, do us a favor. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. We're almost to the top 5. And trust us, the best is still coming. Number 5. Costa Rica. Costa Rica just got named the #1 destination tourists most want to return to. And in early 2026, tourism arrivals surged by 90%. This is the country that practically invented ecotourism. Rainforests, cloud forests, volcanoes, wildlife. Costa Rica packs more biodiversity per square mile than almost anywhere on Earth. You can zip line through the jungle canopy in the morning and surf Pacific waves by afternoon. The Pura Vida lifestyle is real. Locals are genuinely friendly, the pace of life is relaxed, and there's a national commitment to sustainability that makes you feel good about visiting. About 25% of the country is protected land, national parks, reserves, and wildlife corridors. Direct flights from most US cities, no visa required for Americans, and adventure around every corner. Costa Rica is one of the safest countries in Latin America and has been welcoming tourists for decades. Number 4. Jamaica. Jamaica isn't just a beach vacation, it's a cultural experience. The food, the music, the people, everything here has a pulse. Jerk chicken cooked over pimento wood on the roadside in Boston Bay? That's not a restaurant experience, that's a life experience. 7 Mile Beach in Negril is one of the most famous stretches of sand in the Caribbean. But go beyond the coast, bamboo raft down the Martha Brae River, hike the Blue Mountains, explore the waterfalls at Dunn's River. Jamaica rewards the curious traveler. Jamaica is consistently ranked among the most popular Caribbean islands, and tourism here continues to grow. The reggae, the rum, the warmth of the people, there's a reason visitors keep coming back. Number 3. Brazil. Brazil just had a historic year. 9.3 million international tourists in 2025, a 37% increase from the year before. That's the biggest tourism jump of any major country in the Americas. Sao Paulo welcomed 2.7 million international arrivals alone. Rio de Janeiro drew 2.2 million. And it's not just about Carnival, although Carnival is worth the trip by itself. Brazil has the Amazon rainforest, the beaches of Florianopolis, the sand dunes of Lençóis Maranhenses, and the wildlife of the Pantanal. Europeans in particular are flocking to Brazil. The culture is electric. The food is incredible, from acai bowls to churrasco, and the exchange rate makes it wildly affordable for international visitors. When the world's tourism experts say Brazil's main export is joy, they're not wrong. Number 2, St. Kitts and Nevis. Now here's a Caribbean gem that most travelers have never even considered, and that's exactly why it's so special. St. Kitts and Nevis clocked out 2025 with nearly 170,000 visitors, a 6% increase year over year. And in the first 4 months of 2025 alone, the Federation recorded over 61,000 air arrivals, a 14% jump. This is a twin island nation with a cloud forest, a dormant volcano, and a UNESCO World Heritage Fortress, Brimstone Hill, that sits on a cliff overlooking the entire island. The views from up there will stop you in your tracks. On St. Kitts, you've got the Southeast Peninsula, a stretch of undeveloped coastline with some of the most pristine beaches in the Caribbean. On Nevis, it's even quieter. Boutique hotels, hot springs, and a pace of life that makes you forget your phone exists. You might even spot the famous island monkeys. There are actually more monkeys than people here. What makes St. Kitts and Nevis different from the bigger Caribbean islands? It hasn't been commercialized. No cruise ship chaos dominating the coastline, no packed resort strips. It's authentic Caribbean, the way it used to be. This island is one of the safest destinations on this entire list. What country do you think took the top spot? Our number 1 spot goes to a country that just broke every tourism record in the book, Japan. 42.7 million foreign tourists in 2025. That's not just a new record for Japan. That's one of the biggest single-year jumps of any country on Earth. Japan is the perfect blend of ancient and futuristic. One day you're walking through a 1,000-year-old bamboo forest in Kyoto. The next, you're in a Tokyo neighborhood where robots serve your drinks and neon lights stretch for miles. The food alone is worth the plane ticket. Sushi from Tsukiji, ramen shops hidden in alleys, street-side takoyaki, omakase dinners that'll change how you think about eating. Japan takes food seriously, and it shows. Cherry blossom season, the temples of Nara, Mount Fuji, the bullet trains, the onsen hot springs. Japan offers an experience that is completely unlike anything you'll find in the Western world. And right now, the yen is favorable for American travelers, making it more affordable than it's been in years. While the US was losing tourists, Japan gained nearly 6 million new ones. That tells you everything you need to know. Japan is the number 1 country people are choosing instead of visiting the United States. So there you have it, 15 countries the world is choosing over the United States for vacation. Now, remember that quiz? Which country welcomed nearly 20 million foreign tourists in 2025, making it the most visited country in Africa? The answer is C, Morocco. If you got that right, drop a comment and let us know. And speaking of comments, which of these 15 destinations is calling your name? Tell us down below. We'd love to know. Until next time, safe travels.